Hey, Instagram. Hi, Facebook. How are you today? I am Aimee Raupp of aimeeraupp.com, and I am honored to be with you as always. I come live every week talking about different topics, pretty much all related to health. Health is mental, it's emotional, it's physical, it's nutritional. And that is my goal, to help you live your healthiest, your best, your most reawakened life possible. So, people know me as, oh, she helps women get pregnant, or oh, she's written 3 books, or she helps with autoimmunity. Yeah, all those things. I'm an acupuncturist and herbalist. I have a biology undergraduate degree. I'm a total nerd and geek, and I love research, and I love nutrition, and I love spirituality. I love all these things, and I love helping you realign, get into your zone of genius. I love helping you do that. People often say to me, actually, oh, you help women get pregnant, right? That's what you do? Well, kinda. I help women become the best versions of themselves. And by help, I mean guide. I assist. I hold space for them. I guide them to unpack their shit so that they can become the very best versions of themselves. And from there, yes, fertility will thrive. Health will thrive. The overflow of qi and blood and essence that you need from a Chinese medicine perspective to be able to procreate thrives. And guess what? Then you'll get knocked up. And then hopefully you'll stay knocked up, right? And so there's many, if you will, blocks to achieving that space of abundance of qi and blood and essence. And it could be nutritional, it could be physical. It's a lot of times spiritual and emotional as well. And so that's my favorite part of my job, is I get to help you figure that out. And today, what I want to talk to you about, it's inspired by 2 reasons. One is a conversation I had last night at The Well, which is a wellness center in New York City. It's incredible. It's the only one of its kind. It's basically an integrative medical center / amazing hangout space with a spa and a sauna and a steam room and all your doctors under one roof, and physical therapy and mindful movement and meditation and yoga and acupuncture and Chinese medicine and functional medicine and Ayurvedic medicine. I mean, all the things. And I have the honor of being the head of Chinese medicine there. And I have an incredible team of acupuncturists there. And I have an incredible team of practitioners there. And I'm running my reboot program there, which is, they're doing their first program, and they chose mine, the reboot and rewire program. So we're doing that. And each week I'm bringing in I'm highlighting basically a different expertise at The Well. And so last night was our head of heart and mind, who is a psychotherapist, Leah Avellino. She was there with me. And we talked all things beliefs and body and relationships with food and really alignment with ourselves. Like, what is, she said optimal wellness can be too much pressure on somebody, right? Because it's this high expectation. So what is the next best feeling that you want to feel? And that's what I think So anyway, this conversation today that I'm having with you about your passion and your mission and your impact comes from that conversation last night, and I'm going to tie it all together soon. Plus the fact that I am in a launch right now for a program called Rise, Transform, Impact. It's a program that Marc Sklar, he's known as the fertility expert online. Him and I went to graduate school together 20 years ago. And he and I have been growing our online business. He's been growing his for 5 years. I've been growing mine for 3, plus our successful practices for almost 20 years, plus all the other things we do. Like, he's got this massive YouTube following. I've written 3 books. Like, we both have our really strong suits, and we're coming together to help other healthcare practitioners kick some ass in the online space. And that all comes back to, I think, as well, that same conversation I had last night with Leah about, your passion and your mission and your impact. And she posed this question last night I'm going to read it. I just did a story on it too as well. So you guys, if you saw my stories earlier today, then you know where I'm going. How do you define what a life worth living is? It was so good. Like in the middle of our conversation, no joke, in front of a packed room, I was like, I am writing that down. How do I define what a life worth living is? And then the next question she posed was, what does my soul really desire? So let's think about that. And how does that tie into the fact that I'm launching this Rise, Transform, Impact program? Well, obviously. How do you define what a life worth living is, right? Are you doing your job just to earn money and pay your bills and get by? We've all been there. We can all still be there and still also be aligned with our mission and our passion too, right? So how do I define a life worth living? And so for me, things that came up, like I asked this question, then I meditated for about 7 minutes, and then I journaled. And the things that came up for me were loyalty, ease, and freedom, which my job allows me to have both of those things because I have grown a successful online business and business in and of itself, that I get to do work from home 3 days a week. I get to reach women all over the world doing that. I get to do this, come live. I'm not earning any money here doing this. I'm doing this because I fucking love it. I'm doing this because connecting with you guys is like my jam. It's what gets me inspired. It's what gives me hope. Hearing from you guys is what helps me figure out what is my next step in my business. You guys tell me, I want more accessible coaching. Guess what? We're going to have more accessible coaching. I want to hear you talk about AMH and FSH. Guess what? People said, I want to hear you talk about business. How did you do it? Guess what? Now I have a program. So you guys inspire me. And I have the luxury that on a Thursday or a Friday, depending on the week, I can block my day and come to you guys. I can spend an hour in my Yes You Can Get Pregnant e-course group doing office hours, which is basically me answering their questions every single week about fertility, about emotions, about nutrition, about supplements, about timing of sex, about IVF, PGS, AMH, FSH, whatever my girls need to talk about, we talk about for an hour every single week. It is one of the best things I get to do with my day. And I get to do that because I created this life that is freedom in a sense. And I wasn't always that way. When I first started practicing, I still hustle my ass off, but I hustled my ass off. I was in the clinic 5 days a week. I saw an average of 60 patients a week. I mean, I busted my butt. So it wasn't like, it was easy for me. I was single. I was living in Manhattan. I had bills to pay. I wasn't always paying them. It was a hard time for me. And I busted my butt. And then I started writing books on top of that. And then I started building this online community on top of that. Then I started launching these e-courses on top of that. So believe me, I've come full circle. Now I'm in the clinic, let's see, I was in the clinic 5 days a week for probably 7 years, 8 years. Then it went down to 4. Then it went to, 4 to 4, what's that? Then it went to 8, 12 a month. And so it used to be 5 a week. Then it went to 12 a month. And then now it's at legit 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 a month. And it continues to transform from there. So now it's clinic 9 days a month, whereas I used to do 5 times 4, 20. So I'm a half my load on my clinic days. And now I get to spend all this time with you guys, and I'm reaching out tens of thousands of women a week. Like I legit looked at my page views for my website yesterday because I was just tracking some things. I had 10,000 page views on my website in 1 week this past week. In 1 week, 10,000 people were on my website. Well, maybe not 10,000 people, but 10,000 page views. But the average page view per person is like 2 to 3. So there's still a lot of people were on my website in 1 week, times that by 4. So that's what I've been able to do now that I've given myself this more ease and this freedom. And then I get to hone in. What is the life worth living for me? What are my definitions? So joy, ease, freedom, morning cuddles. And I might sound like I'm bragging here, but I'm kind of not. I don't set an alarm. 1 day a week, maybe I have to set an alarm to wake up. Otherwise, you know what wakes me up? The little pitter patter of James's feet running down the hallway, and I get to just lay in bed with him and we cuddle. We have our little morning ritual, me, him, and his daddy. We do our family sandwiches. It is the best. It is the best. Hugs and kisses, appreciation. So just rampages of appreciation, as Abraham Hicks would say. I'm not always there, but I get to be there. I get to have the time to meditate, to journal, to sit with things, to have conversations, to have afternoon sex with my husband if I want to. I get that freedom that I didn't always have. And I want everybody to have that. And I also am the most in alignment with my mission and my passion than I've ever been. I am so crystal clear what I want to help you all do. And it's really to heal yourselves, right? It's really to, and by healing, I mean getting into alignment with your truest version of yourself, your truest purpose, because the world needs more of that. The world needs more of you. And if you are trying to build that online business, I now have a program that I can help you with. I am by no means an expert. I am still learning every day. I am still learning. You know, SEO is a newer thing for my team and I, and even these. I think it's been 2 solid years that I've done these weekly now. I used to do free live webinars. That was an amazing thing for my email list. Opt-ins. We didn't always do Facebook Lives with opt-ins. Now we do. You know, we have a system. We have an editorial calendar. I know that I'm talking about this a month ago. I was never like that, you know, so there's a system now. I have a team. I have resources. I have support. And I'm running a business that is exploding. And I'm honored to be doing that because I have an important message, because I have a mission, because I have a purpose. And it is to help women get into alignment with their truest versions of themselves and from there flourish. And whatever that flourishing looks like. Some, it's healing MS, right? I had a woman last night who's in the Reboot group who's been seeing the best functional medicine doctors in New York City 4 years to manage her MS. And she never heard of body belief until I started this program, until I started at the well. She came up to me last night in tears, doing the diet, but the emotional work. No one has asked her to do the emotional work. All this time, no one has had her look at her belief systems. No one has had her look at her belief system. She was in tears. I feel the best I've ever felt. I mean, that's incredible. And it's like, that's me and my mission, that one person that sums it up, right? And I get to do that. I have the luxury and the honor of doing that. And I've taken leaps of faith in myself so many damn times. And the net appears. And what I want to do for any of you guys who want that same thing, who want to be able to impact lives and have more time being creative and more time in your freedom to do what it is you want to do. I still have busy days. My schedule is still a little too scheduled, in my opinion. You know, I'm still back to back from 10:30 this morning till 3:30 this afternoon. But it's like my time. I'm in my home. I'm in my office with my yoga pants on, and I'm not showered. And I get to do yoga at some point today. And I'll figure it out. I'm eating my own home cooked food, so I get to nourish myself in my space. I slept 9 hours last night. You know, I get to call my own shots, even in that busy schedule. And I also get to say, I want that on my schedule. I don't want that on my schedule. I want that on my schedule. I don't want that on my schedule. And there's times where I have to just go along and do the things on my schedule. But, you know, I want to help anybody who wants that kind of life. And again, like I said, I'm not an expert. My team and I are still learning, but we've probably taken over a dozen different online courses, from things on how to build an e-course to copywriting to Facebook ads to Instagram insights. I mean, we have learned so much. My team and I, Beth being the main component of that team, we're building a business, a very, very, you know, budding, lucrative business. And I want to be able to help support anyone who has that desire. So Marc and I brainstormed, we created this program. It's called Rise, Transform, Impact. And that's exactly what it is. It's basically going to help you rise above where you are now, rise into your truest alignment of yourself. So it's going to be spiritual and emotional as well as educational. We're going to help you transform yourself and transform lives. We're going to help you impact people all over the world. If we can do it, you can do it. It's really not that complicated. It just is. I think there's a little bit of a system, and we're going to teach you that. And we're also going to teach you all the things we learned that failed. So we've gone through this and failed a lot of times. And I want to show you, okay, then don't do it that way. Don't waste your money on Facebook ads because it's not going to get you anywhere. You got to do things like these. You know, you got to connect with your audience, right? So it's that. And if you want to check out all the offerings of Rise, Transform, Impact, Instagram, the link is in the bio, but it's aimeeraupp.com/RTI, Rise, Transform, Impact. And I want to tell you a really interesting synchronicity, as we would call it in the spiritual world. So we were back and forth on the name, Rise Up, Rise Above. We didn't really care. Mark and I started this conversation months ago, really honestly 3 years ago, but we were calling it H school instead of B school, like Marie Forleo's B school, because Mark is a B school graduate. And so that was just our loose name for right now. And we just had brainstorming. And then one day his right hand and my right hand, Beth, Anayansi and Beth were on the call with Mark and I said, what about like Rise period, Impact period, you know, Transform period. And then we went back and forth and then we were like, no, RTI, Rise, Transform, Impact. So excited. Everybody loved the title. And then legitimately, like a month later, Beth sends, I'm on a call with Mark, we're on video call. Beth sends a text and she says, guess what RTI is right in the middle of? The 3 letters RTI. The word fertility. No way. Here, Mark and I are these fertility experts. That is our main mojo. And now we're like, we want to help all of you give birth to the business of your dreams, grow and flourish, create fertile ground for your business to grow. This is literally what we've been talking about. Fertile ground for your business to grow. And then we come up with this name, and then we realize in the aftermath, RTI is right in the middle of the word fertility. Just an interesting synchronicity. That's the stuff that happens though when you're in alignment with your passion and your mission, when you're just going because it excites you. That's the stuff that happens. And the universe is giving you these signals of like, yes, thumbs up, Ash McMillan says, thank you. So anyway, more about the program. So what it is it's a live, it's on video, right? But it's a weekend. And if you can't make the weekend, it's all recorded. There's a Facebook page and support group. There's homework to get you geared up. It kicks off, I always forget the dates. I think it's Feb 15 and Feb 16. I'm going to pull up my sales page right now. It's all on aimeeraupp.com/RTI. So it's an all-day Saturday, all-day Sunday event. It goes from like 11:30 to 6:30 because Mark's in California and I'm on the East Coast. He's on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast. Just check out the sales page even if you want because it's just so pretty.
Hi, I'm Aimee Raupp.
And now I'm talking.
And I'm Marc Sklar.
We have a nice video on the sales page that just came up when I clicked on here. But so it is February 15th and 16th from 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. So that's 11:30 to 6:30 Eastern time, where we are going to teach you. We have a whole weekend of stuff from like finding your perfect business model to creating your ideal customer avatar, transforming leads into customers and patients, the art of networking and affiliates. Mark is part of a big networking group. I'm friends with a lot of people that are in that networking group, and we both found that we could get to it different ways, right? And so we want to teach that to you guys. Do you have to spend a lot of money to be part of networking groups? Do you have to join all these courses? Can it be more reasonably priced? Our course is priced, what is it, $875 or 4 payments of $250. It is under $1,000. We did that on purpose because it doesn't have to be that expensive, and we can help you figure this out. So again, you get 2 full days with us, Saturday and Sunday. Again, if you can't make it live, it's A-okay. You're gonna do your homework before. You can watch the videos. Then we have the Facebook group to support you. And then we're gonna do 3 monthly coaching calls that are 90 minutes long. So there's going to be one in at the end of February and March and then April. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. But anyway, you'll figure that out when you get in. But we have those as well. Same thing. They're going to be recorded. We have the Facebook group. So if you can't make it, your questions can come in. They'll be answered. We have PDFs and workbooks and worksheets and questions and all these awesome things for you to do to really fine tune your business. We're going to help you activate your winner and inner mindset. You're going to do business with love. You're going to skyrocket your online income. I have legitimately doubled my online income every year since I began. Sorry, you guys paused for a second, my low battery thing. But I have doubled my online income over the last 3 years, every year that it's begun. It was under 6 figures first year, then 6 figures second year, then almost multiple 6 figures the third year. And I just keep doing the same thing, same course, just relaunching it, getting better at launches. We have a whole launch formula for you. We have an email funnel formula for you. We have your avatar. We are going to walk you through all the things that we have learned so we can help you skyrocket your online business. But first, we're going to get you aligned with mission and passion and purpose so you can impact the way you want to, the way you deserve to, the way the world needs you to show up. You're going to receive support from me and Mark, and so much more. And then also, we're keeping the group intimate. There's only a few spots left. I think we've sold, we only think I have 4 spots left. So 4 spots left, 4 spots left. Cart closes tonight. We're keeping it intimate for a reason, so we can really curate this. So some of you are going to come in and be like, I already have a platform. How do I grow it? Some of you are going to come in and be like, I don't have a platform. How do I do it? We're going to take our time with each of you and curate and massage out and figure out what you need, what your business needs, so you can skyrocket. And Mark and I can only do this from a place of our own aligned mission and purpose. And, you know, things that I've realized over the last couple of years, especially since I've been doing these Facebook and Instagram lives, is I love to teach. I obviously love it. I write books, right? I teach all day long one-on-one in the clinic. I love to reach the masses. It excites the shit out of me. It is so fun. I love to teach. And now I get to teach others on how to reach more people, just like Gabby Bernstein taught me. I mean, that's literally, she's my mentor on that. She taught me, Ariel Haspel, another huge influencer of mine, taught me how to do this and how to grow it. Julia Jazvik of Lemon Stripes, same thing, you know, gave me these awesome pointers in the beginning that transformed. Marc Sklar was a huge impetus for me to grow an online business. Heidi Brockmeyer helped me, you know, Elisa Vitti, right? Like all these people, and I get to bring that to you. Nicole Jardim, Nat Kringadus, those guys. I mean, they're amazing, and I've grown these great Nitika Chopra. I'm like, these people are coming to mind constantly. If I've left you out, you know I love you. But these people over the years, and they might not even know that they had such an impact on me, but I have learned so much watching them grow, watching what they do, but then also having the luxury of being able to pick their brain too. And I get to bring that to you guys. And, yeah, so if you are interested, if you have a business that you're thinking of, a business that you've already started, a business that is up and running, and you want to rise up, you want to transform yourself and others, and you want to impact the masses, go and check out aimeeraupp.com/RTI. Cart closes tonight, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. 4 slots left. Get it on. It's a great investment in yourself. Tell yourself you're worth it. Even if you do the monthly payments, $250 a month, what is that a week? Like $75, not even. Yeah, something like that. $75 a week, I don't know. Even less, I think, because that's $300 a month. But so you're worth it. You're worth it, you're worth it, you're worth it. And I can't wait to see what comes out of you. I can't wait to see you rise up. I love you. And then even if you don't sign up for the program, I want you to take this question with you. How do I define what a life worth living is? How do I define what a life worth living is? If you have questions about the program and you have my email, email me. If you don't have my email, private message us on Instagram, private message us on Facebook. We will get right back to you. I'll hop on a call with you if need be. If this calls to you, reach out to us and we will help you figure out if it's the right program for you, okay? Mwah! I love you guys. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Yeah. Ciao. Ciao, Facebook.